Welcome back to Dynne Plays Dragon Quest IX. On the last episode, Katarina died, which was sad, but we ferried her off, we granted her her final peace, and we made sure we directly distributed her soul to the arms of the Almighty. Coffinwell is healing. Their darling daughter, Katarina, may have kicked the bucket, but they're healing, and that's good. She died a happy woman because her darling husband is making a life for himself. He is putting his knowledge of books and literacy to good use in helping the world. Today, well, I'm sorry to say this, but Charles is stuck in the well. I don't know how to get him out. I'm sure we'll figure out how to get him out of the well eventually. Maybe he'll just fly himself up. The rope broke when Bolts tried to get out. She tried to steal like half of the rope because she has a twine obsession recently. I don't know when that started, but she's just been collecting a lot of twine. I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know when, but she stole half of the twine from the rope bucket. So I'm sure everyone will be able to get out eventually. I'm not going to recognize the fact that they poofed into existence because that would throw this whole bit out of the window. Anyway, what to do today? Train facts. Train facts, I don't know any train facts. I am not that kind of autistic. I know a lot of things about video games, but I don't know how the words to talk about them because I don't know how to articulate my points without stuttering and making a fool of myself. I'm sure something funny will happen today that you'll be like, oh, well, he said one funny thing in this episode, so I'll drop a like. If you find even a single thing funny in this episode, if I at any point get you to exhale out of your nose with a tiny gust of air, drop a like, because I am shamelessly begging for likes in this moment in time while we get to the train. Everyone else, this is the train. Please be wary of the golden caboose. Cloak Woman. Hello, Cloak Woman. Do you need help being sent off to the great beyond? Blimey, she looks like she could do with cheering up. She is very sad. People wearing hoods like that are often very sad because to them it's perpetually raining. And that is a sad state of mind because they're constantly being followed by a rainy cloud. Hey, Dynne, she must be a ghost. What gave it away? That she just poofed into existence from incorporealness, or that she just is translucent and blue? The only things that are translucent and blue are ghosts, Stella. The train doesn't count. Is it a ghost train? Do I have to send the train on to the great beyond? Do trains have a heaven? Do trains go to hell? What would train hell look like? What would train heaven look like? Endless amounts of trolley problems. Do you think in trolley problems that the trolley is like, I don't want to kill these people. Why does everyone always want me to kill these people? How do they get on the tracks in the first place? Please, I'm a peaceful trolley. I don't mean to hurt anyone. And then they break down and have a schizophrenic tantrum. I don't know. Trains. Are trolleys different from trains? Do they have to be, does it have something to do with the tracks? Or the amount of cars shackled to them? Sorry, Stella, we've raised interesting points. She looks like she could use an ear to cry into. This is why I tune you out and don't listen to you. Because if someone were to cry into my ear, I would just be like, there, you're gonna, I hear the salt in your tears. Please cry into my shoulder. At least I can wash those clothes. I don't know, how would you wash the inner parts of your ear from tears? This is a weird conversation, Stella. He's not here. What? He's not here either. Oh, she's gone. Something tells me we'll be able to find her later on. Charming. Talk about cold shoulders. What, for you to eat? Are you a cannibal that's late to the party? All that's left is cold shoulders. Some people are so flappin' rude. Takes one to know one, my dear. Never you mind. We got better things to do. All aboard the Starflight. Yes, ma'am. Where did my dudes go? Charles, did you find another well? Oh, nope, there you are. I was about to say, maybe we should check the pond, because, you could build a well over the pond, I guess. Anyway, golden cabooses. Nuts, I need you to keep an eye on Bolts, because Bolts, I need you to not steal anything. I know the train is gold, but just please don't chip the paint. I'll pay for it later. I'll pay for French onion soup as long as you don't chip the paint. And I know how much you love French onion soup, so please, it'll be Aaron's good stuff. I'll ask for the good stuff specifically. Just please don't dismember the train. Let's get inside. Hello, glorious train. I am here for the finale of Scrubs. Now, come on, get a wriggle on, get this old rust bucket going. It won't go anywhere without your help to get it its feet off the ground. Trains don't have feet, Stella. Imagine if the wheels of a train were just like a bunch of feet that rotated on an axle and went forward. So every time it would be like slap, 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 slap. Like every time it would be like a step, like step, 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 step. That would be a thing of nightmares. I have to look to the ceiling. Oh, it's shaking. The caboose is shaking. I have that effect on trains. Oh, look at her. I'd say she's finally decided you're a Celestrian after all, wouldn't you, Dynne? Well, I mean, we always knew that because I had the wings and the halo. Maybe my wings and halo are just invisible. If I can't see the benevolescence I gather, maybe I just can't see my wings and halo. Maybe it's just super invisible because even though Stella can see the benevolescence, she can't see my wings and halo. Maybe she just doesn't believe in me hard enough. Now all we have to do is fly us home. No problem for the dab-handed driver of the Starflight Express, of course. I'll just programulate the co-coordinators into that control panel there, and we'll be up and away before you can wink. Something tells me I am in for a very turbulent ride. Can I take the reins? Maybe this time I can finally push the button and have something happen. Can I get out? Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Oh my god, fine, whatever. I can finally push the button. Something tells me I might actually get a response. Where is everyone? They're probably... I don't know where they went. Well, if they're going to get French onion soup, I gave them enough money to get up to some hijinks. So hopefully they don't get up into too much trouble. Push the buttons. No, wait, I want to push the buttons. Okay, obviously all I have to do is hop on the controls there, and it's the next stop, the observatory. But, we're not in that much of a hurry, so if you've got any, unfinished business here, I don't mind waiting. What's it to be? Take the Starflight back to the observatory? Hell yeah, I need to have a long, long chat with Apus Major about a lot of questions. So many questions about humans. And Aquila, maybe, I don't know. Is it right to even challenge him for the position of number 2 Celestrian without wings? I feel like that might be a bit of a faux pas. I don't think I'll challenge him just yet. Really? Oh, okay, all right then. Aye, Captain. Full stream ahead. She's nervous about flying, isn't she? No time for second thoughts. No, why would we have second thoughts? That might be bad. That might be extremely bad. Here we go, then. It's takeoff time. Oh, that's not good, is it? That's no bueno. Oh my god, it's got vertical liftoff. This thing's a beast. Wow, it really does just fly. Let's see, just a little tap here, and then let's try that one, and then... Why are you punching her console? Please, be gentle. Treat the caboose with love and care. Tender love and care. Look at all the cabooses. This is great. We love cabooses in this house. I did it. I did it. I mean, obviously I did it. After all, I'm the cucumber cool captain of the Starflight Express. You've never done this before, have you, Stella? Why did you just slap my crotch? Right then, observatory. Here we go. Woohoo. Wahoo. We're going... Oh, wow, it's even got gold smoke. There ain't no pollution with this gold smoke. Like, imagine all of those wheels were feet. How terrifying a contraption that would be. Would you need to buy shoes for every pair of feet? Would it be a pair of feet? Wow, just straight up. Everyone sitting in those cabooses are literally going to be flat on their ass on the back. Why is it storming so terribly? Is it just always storming the higher up you go? Wow, the observatory does not look good and healthy. Can we, like, get some sunlight or something? Wow, that Majin Buu extinction ray did a lot of damage. Apus Major, finally. Oh, almighty architect. Oh, abundant Yggdrasil. Grant us shelter in these turbulent times. Don't talk to me about turbulence right now, because that's not, I am 2 steps away from vomiting out my French onion soup. We fear for the safety of the Sorry, it's a good thing that this tree is glowing. Can it be? I am here with the train. I have returned with the train. I repaired it. I am Dynne the Celestrian, train repairman. How quickly the prayers of the pious are answered. This has never happened before. Jesus Christ, Stella, slow down. That's not good for the brake systems to slam on them. My God, calm yourself. Behold, the Starflight Express, here to carry us to our salvation. Apus Major, someone is emerging from within. Behold, it is I, the third greatest Celestrian. I am here to return to my embrace. I want to sleep in my own bed and go to the bathroom in my own bathroom. Because nothing says you're home than taking a shit on your own toilet. By the stars! Hello, Apus Major. You may be wondering where I misplaced my wings. I don't know. Dynne? Is it truly you? What are you doing aboard the... What is this? Your wings, your halo. What horrors have you suffered, child? Oh, please don't get me started, Apus Major. There was a disease and I had to deal with a bout of dysentery, and there was this undead white knight, and there was this demon who really wanted to puff me, and I didn't know what that meant, and I'm so innocent despite being alive for several hundred years. You know, Celestrians aren't allowed to cavort, but oh my God, the humans, they never stopped cavorting, and oh my God, Katarina and Flemmy, I had to listen to them because they were like right under the staircase because their laboratory is really close to where we slept. The walls were really thin despite being underground, and it was terrible. Awful. I have so many questions. Can you please relieve the pressure of humanity from my shoulders? You lost your wings when you... Is that the only thing we're focusing on? God, Celestrians, you really only do care about one thing, and it's the damn wings. And the Starflight came to your aid, you say. Did it? Is that the... Well, I mean, it did like 20 seconds ago, flying up here. It didn't help with the wing issue. Well, I mean, I guess it did because it flew us up here. But what of the other Celestrians who are gone to the realm beneath? Are there more down there? Oh my God, what are they doing? Why are you alone returned to us? Because they're not proactive. I'm the number 3 Celestrian for a goddamn reason, Apus Major. They don't know how to be proactive. And also, they probably didn't have a Celestrian magic golden train that can fly from 0 to 60 straight up in the air. 90 degrees, we went to rock bottom. It's not your average darkness down there, you know. It's because I'm amazing. Where is Aquila and Columbo? Forgive me, child. Your homecoming is more than sufficient reason to give thanks to the Almighty on high. Yeah, sorry, I've just been dealing with terrible floral print in my brain. It's like a black hole in there. If black holes could be, you know, floral scented. Come now, tell us of the events unfolding in the Protectorate. Everything is on fire except for the places that I have decreed as my flock. Those are actually doing rather well for themselves. Everyone is doing quite well. Well, news of Dynne's safe return soon spreads throughout the observatory. I have given the news to many people. Fade to black. He explains to Apus Major how he lost his wings and halo in the fall to the world below. Yeah, it was a painful experience. And how many strange things are now taking place. Yeah, the dead are coming back to life. There are demons and diseases. I feel like a lot of Celestrians in the past kind of just put their problems in a box and then hid the box for someone to deal with in the future. So the Protectorate too was ravaged by the same beams of light that pierced the observatory that ill-fated day. Wow, this place does not look good for wear. Any worse for wear. This place is beaten up. The walls are cracked, the flags are tilted, the walls are just missing giant bits of stone. Wow. I remember it vividly, as I'm sure you do. I mean, it didn't happen that long ago. The day that Yggdrasil bore fruit at long last. That iniquitous light from the world below carved its way through our hallowed realm in the Starflight Express. And the figs, Yggdrasil's sacred fruits, they tumbled from our grasp. As did you, of course, Dynne. I am glad to see that your priority is on the fruit before me. Many of our number later descended to the Protectorate to search for those who had fallen and seek out the source of the attack. But alas, as yet, you are the only one to return. Well, I know my new duty. I am going to need to return to the Protectorate to save my Celestrian brethren. We remain anxious for those still missing, but it is a blessing that you at least are safe. You must give thanks to Yggdrasil for your safe return. Go to her and offer up a prayer of gratitude for your deliverance. She may even restore you to your true Celestrian form. Oh God, can the world bush do that? Oh, precious world shrub, please grant me but a single feather. There is no time like the present, Guardian Dynne. Go now. Oh God, someone finally treating me with the proper verbiage and titleage. Go now, and may the blessings of the Almighty go with you. Yes, sir. Right then, that's me done. I brought Dynne back to the observatory safe and sound as promised. Well, you know what they say. Time and tide wait for Norman, and I'm not Norman, so I'd best be off. Good luck in that. If you're going to leave, I'm not going to say anything about your insipid, asinine elf speak. Be gone! It was nice knowing you, Dynne. Short but sweet. Bye. Oh, thank God she's finally gone. Oh, my sweet God. No, wait, that's the wrong thing. I wanted to have a special thing. Where is... Oh, my God. Sweet silence. Sweet silence. Ah, the voices in my head. I now only have to deal with one of them. Oh, my God. The pink floral wallpaper may be around, but that's not something I can deal with. Well, that's something that'll take a lot of therapy to deal with. And now that I'm back at the observatory, I can finally meet with a Celestrian counselor. Oh my God, I can finally talk about all of the horrors I've witnessed. This is great. This is great. I can finally talk with my people. Pray, what was that sphere of light I witnessed orbiting Dynne's person? Don't bring it up. She might attach herself to you like a disgusting parasitic demon from the night. She'll change your internal wallpaper. Perhaps it was my aged eyes playing tricks on me. Whatever you need to do to justify never talking about her again. Truly, you are a woeful sight. Thanks, dude. No halo, no wings, such a pitiful thing to behold. I'm still above you. And all because of the accursed light that was sent to ravage our realm. What manner of being would do such a thing? Majin Buu, we need to make sure he's well fed. Guardian Dynne, it's a blessing indeed that you are returned. We have been deeply concerned for your safety. Many of our Celestrian brethren descended... Yeah, I know. We worry, of course, for their safety, but your sorrowful state is the most pressing concern because I care for my children and their lack of wings. Imagine if you had a child, Guardian Dynne, and they just disappeared one day and then came home with no legs and no arms, and they were crawling around with, like, a stick in their teeth. That is what I see when I look at you. Just no arms, no legs, a very pitiful sight. Go to the world bush and offer up your most fervent prayers. They might be able to grow you a new arm. I can only truly hope. Can I get in here now? Can I, please? The door is locked. No, why can't the damn it Majin Buu's extinction ray damaged everything in the Celestial Observatory except for the one area that I wanted to get to? How unfortuitous. Oh my God, people. Dynne, you returned to us. This is wonderful news. Praise be to the Almighty. Aquila's not with you? Is he not around? But when you fell to the Protectorate that day, It matters not. You should meet with Columba. She will be relieved to see you safe and well. I thought her name was Columbo. She is usually to be found just below us in the library. That has not changed. I am glad... Oh my God, Celestrian pots. I can break my own Celestrian pots. Oh my God, that's such a relief. My teacher descended to the Protectorate and has yet to return. He may have no equal in swordcraft, but for him to be gone so long, one cannot help but feel uneasy. What, did he take like one of the 3 swords that were up here? Oh my God, the humans have a more versatile equipment selection. We need to deal with that. Hello! You've returned. We give thanks. Thanks for being brief. And though divested of your powers, not that divested, I got probably more benevolence based on Stella's approximation than any of you have in about 30 generations. We strive to help the mortals. Yes, that's my job. Truly, you're a Celestrian to the very core. Yeah, you don't need wings to help people. If I've learned anything of my time amongst the humans, is that you don't need wings to not be an asshole. The observatory was ravaged by an accursed light. Yeah, I was there. Apus Major has since ordered us to not venture outside, for the danger is too great. Well, there hasn't been any extra stuff, so I don't need to worry about that. It seems that when the accursed light ravaged our realm, the Protectorate beneath was shaken by mighty tremors. I feel like that was the byproduct and not the cause. It was a symptom, not the cause. And the monsters plaguing the mortal realm have increased greatly in number since. These are ill portents indeed. The portents are ill. Where is Columba? Can I read these books? The bookshelf is filled with volumes about the history of the observatory and the Protectorate. Can I get any alchemy recipes? There don't seem to be any books of interest. There's no books of interest. Why? Charles would love to read these books. No books of interest. No books of interest. There's a book called Register of Guardians. Dynne takes it from the shelf. Have I increased my standing? Dynne, continuing the guardianship of Angel Falls in the place of his master Aquila. Aquila requested his guardianship of the mortals be terminated. Current location unknown. Columba works in the library, managing the records in the history of the world. Well, I'm glad she's doing well. Is she downstairs? She might be downstairs. Can we have a chat? Apus Major bade the guardians descend into the realm beneath and seek out those who have fallen, and the figs that fell with them. But so much time has passed. No, I must not think so. Surely they will all be returned to us safely, just as we were. I'm sure they will, and if they're not, I will go and save them. Or at the very least, find out the truth of what happened. Because if they have died, I will ferry them on to the great beyond. I don't know the procedure exactly for what happens when a Celestrian dies, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. It can't be that different from humans, even though we have slightly more of a free will than they do, but that's fine. You have very weird hair. If you seek Columba, she passed this way not long ago. She seemed to be heading in the direction of the Memorial Stone. What's the Memorial Stone? Do we have one of those? Hello. Can we have a chat? Starlight be with you, child. Oh, thank you for the grandiose healing. The night sky watches over us all. Be healed, my child, that you may do your Celestrian duty. Oh, I feel like I know where Columba is. Is that what the remembrance stones are? Apus Major believes the origin of the accursed light to have been someone in the Protectorate beneath. Wow, if they're on the surface, that's powerful magic. Many of our numbers have descended to the mortal realm to investigate. I pray that all are safe. Have we read these bookshelves before? I feel like we have. No books of interest. Of course there's not. There's a book called The Creation of the World. I take a look. In the beginning, the Almighty created mortals, and then Celestrians, and then lifespans, generosity, gift of the Almighty, guide and protect. Hallelujah. I have not forgotten even a single word of the ancient proverbs. Look at these statues. I feel like there should be a giant mural of two great titans, swinging swords of metal and light. That would be a far more interesting mural. Man, they've even knocked over all of my pillars. These are such wonderful pillars, and they've just... How long have I been down there that you haven't repaired any of this? Do we not have any Celestrian craftspeople around? Like, man, how hard it... Did I never get this? Did I never get the Chimera? It's a red chest. Red chests don't respawn. Did I just never get 8 gold? Did I never get that? That's weird. I feel like I would have been more diligent than that. But who knows? Maybe I'm just incompetent. Honestly, that's entirely likely. All of mighty Yggdrasil's sacred fruits fell to the Protectorate beneath. We labored for thousands, perhaps tens of thousands of years to bring about their ripening. What are we to do now? Go down there and get them back. Well, that's what I'm going to do at the very least. Wow, they even knocked down entire sections of walls. That's insane. Is there anything back here I can do? That accursed light struck the observatory and caused the figs to fall to the Protectorate beneath. A lot of people are stuck on that. And now our realm lies in the disarray you see before you. Could this be the end for us? God, what a doomsayer. It's not that bad. You're very short. My God, you're shorter than me. Are you a Celestrian child? Can we procreate? I thought we outlawed the hanky-panky after that war. The accursed light that knocked the fruits of mighty Yggdrasil to the realm below. Or maybe you're just really short. Are there dwarf Celestrians? Which means the aggressor was somewhere in the Protectorate. I mean, maybe? You don't know that. I mean, it did come from the Protectorate, so it's likely, but it's not a guarantee. Can I get a mug of ale, please? How can it be that of all the Celestrians who descended the Protectorate, only one returned to us? Mainly because no one else had my kind of capabilities. I am number 3 for a reason, and the instant I find Aquila, I'm gunning for that number 2 spot. Well, once I have my wings, of course. One cannot help but think when Corvus was so cruelly taken from us. Who? No, I must not think so. They have merely been delayed, that is all. I don't know who you're talking about. I tried to ask Aquila about that because I read his name in the book at one point, and then there was also that conversation I eavesdropped on with Aquila and Columbo, but he kind of went real quiet for a long time and then just left. I felt like it was a sensitive topic, so I didn't push, but you're the second person who's talked about that. I need to have a chat with Apus Major about this Corvus guy. When that accursed light struck the observatory, so many fell to the Protectorate. Let me guess. Woe unto us, only one is back. Oh, woe unto us, the figs have gone. This is why so few of us remain here in the observatory. Less people to talk to, which is good, because the less people to talk to, that means there's, a higher likelihood that we don't spend the entire episode talking to people. Since the dark clouds began to gather around the observatory, I have been gripped by a terror I cannot shake. Throwback to episode 1, about talking to people, not, being gripped by a terror, unshakable in its fervent nature. The sky is fallen dark and the figs are fallen from our grasp to the Protectorate below. What is to become of our realm? It's probably going to fall into utter and complete disarray unless someone fixed the damn columns. Just get a few people. You have wings. Just fly up. It's all you have to do. Do you have anything to say? This is the prayer room. It's a bit worse for wear and, everything is a bit ramshackle, but, you can still pray, and I can help you pray. Do you want to pray? Yes, I want to save, because I have been subsisting on nothing but quick saves and save states, and that is not something that I trust with a game that is being played at about 18 times the resolution of a normal DS. Will you continue? Yes, I will continue my adventure. Thank you so much, because I loaded this game up on my actual DS because I have the cartridge from about 13 years ago, and holy crap, it looks terrible. But more on that in about 150 episodes. You see Columba. She is to be found beyond the door over there. Recently, she has been returning often to pray for... Wait, what? Recently, she has been returning often to pray before Corvus's memorial stone. Again, that name. Maybe we need to have a chat with her, because she might actually be willing to give us information this time. Without Aquila's overwhelming presence, we will finally be able to find out who they are. They probably died in the line of duty before. Mighty Corvus, shine your light on Aquila and Dynne that they may be returned safely unto us. He works in mysterious ways, this Corvus, because I have returned. Dynne, praise the stars you are safe. And what of Aquila? Has he returned with you? No, unfortunately, he got lost. Oh, I see. I was sure you would be together. Did you not know? Aquila descended to the Protectorate in search of you, but he is yet to return. This is why you find me here. I've been praying ceaselessly at this monument for both of you to return to us unharmed. It is a monument to Corvus, erected so that no Celestrian would ever forget him. Come, allow me to read the inscription to you. In memory of Corvus, whose noble heart and compassion for mortals shall never be forgotten. Let this monument be a reminder of our promise to guard the Protectorate until our return to the realm of the Almighty. Many moons ago, many hundreds of years in the past, Corvus was Aquila's master. He descended to the Protectorate to become a guardian of a village, and he disappeared. We knew not what became of him, and were powerless to do anything but pray for his return. That is why Aquila was so concerned. He feared he would lose you, as he lost his master. Well, luckily for him, I'm a bit more thoroughbred and staunch in my convictions than this Corvus, because I returned. I may be down a wing or two and my halo is missing, but I would never let my master down in such a most profound way. No doubt, he is even now scouring the Protectorate in search of you. Well, I have to find him. Mighty Corvus, noble master of Aquila, please protect your apprentice in his hour of need. See that he returns unharmed to the observatory. We could just take the Starflight Express if Stella hasn't ran off with it, and we could just choo-choo our way all around the Protectorate. We could zigzag. We could snake our way over the skies and be like, Aquila! Aquila! I'm coming for your number 2 position because I'm on a train. But how are you doing, Columba? Are you good? Corvus, whose name is engraved in this stone here, was once Aquila's teacher. He disappeared long ago, and not knowing where he had gone or what had befallen him, all we could do was pray for his soul. Aquila worried that you had met with the same fate and descended to the Protectorate in search of you. Corvus, mighty Celestrian and master of Aquila, please watch over him and return him safely to us. I will go and find him, because I am not the kind of apprentice who would just abandon their master to death and misfortune. I will find mighty Aquila, and I will prove that in the search for Aquila, that I am ready to face him in single combat and challenge him for the number 2 position. Corvus disappeared, so I feel like before he disappeared, he would have been number 2, depending on his relationship with Apus Major. Was he Apus Major's student? Questions with no answers. I don't even think Apus Major would have the answers. Hello, my friend. The power of the mighty Yggdrasil keeps us safe, but the observatory is still in dire peril. Perhaps it were better than you had remained in the realm beneath. No, it's very much not. I finally get to eat observatory-based foods, and, you know, French onion soup, it's a pretty good invention that the mortals made, but I really very much wish for Celestrian-grade foods, because that's what we all crave. The observatory was built by the hand of the Almighty. It will stand for all time, or so I believed. The sky has fallen dark, and the very foundations of our realm crumble. The observatory's end is surely nigh. Geez, have some more faith. Why does all of the people have no faith? I'm back, and I am the herald of good fortune, because I brought back a leather hat, and everyone can do better with the leather hat. When mighty Yggdrasil bears fruit, then shall the Celestrian carriage arrive to lead the Celestrians to freedom. And the ripening of the figs shall herald the return of the Celestrians to the realm of the Almighty. So it is written. Yet the observatory suffers, and the Almighty does nothing to deliver us from the evil that besets our realm. Could it be that has the realm of the Almighty also? They would have to be quite powerful to get that high. Was there anything else around here? I opened that box, right? No, this box is also closed. And that box over there is also closed. How do they do this? Did they restock? It's another phial of holy water. Is that going to be another flower off in the distance? I'm going to go over there and check it out. Magic box, you better have something. 50 gold? I came out all this way for $50? I got 4 times that amount because I can math quickly in my head easily from just ripping a wing off of a bat. The shooting star that carved such a purposeful path through the night sky was the celestial carriage. I was more than a little surprised to see you step out of it, Dynne. I am incredible, and I have my way with the cabooses. It's a skill. It's a talent I've cultivated over millennia of watching my humans. Because I was actually the one who inspired them to build trains. I am the progenitor of trains. Apus Major bade me to come here to restore the celestial powers of which I was drained. And yet you have wings and a halo, so you weren't drained nearly as much as I was. But if he truly wished the return of my powers, why would he not instruct me to go and pray at the foot of the mighty Yggdrasil? Because his faith is waning. Oh, Almighty One, please deliver our realm from evil and return all who descended to the Protectorate to us unharmed. Well, I'm here, and I'm technically in one piece, although, I mean, I'm not whole. I'm not in one piece because I don't have a boat yet, and I don't have wings, but maybe one day I'll be able to. I have chimera wings. Do they count? I hope they count. Was that everyone around? Can I go up here? Oh, mighty world bush. Please get rid of these purple clouds. I've never been too fond of the color purple. I associate it with incredibly virulent, very bad, no good, toxic, very bad, coughing fits of poisons. Oh, mighty shrub of the world, I offer you my most sacred fervent prayers. Please grant me my wings. I desire nothing more. Dynne prays fervently, religiously, with no other thought echoing between his empty, floral-printed mind at the foot of the mighty Yggdrasil, the world shrub. He prays so long and so hard that he falls into a deep, deep slumber. Face your head skyward, my child, and be blessed with visions beyond your ken. Yea, the mortals are not fit to inhabit my kingdom. Portals, portals, the sins of greed, of falsehood, of dishonor, are like unto a plague among them. From dust they came, and to dust I shall return them. Oh, lasers, not another one. Why is it that every time I pray at this tree there's a laser? I beg of you, stay your hand. Wherefore do you defy me? Father, I have faith in the mortals. You cannot, you must not lay waste to their realm. I beg of thee. Silence! You shall not sway me. The mortals will be eradicated. Father, I have faith in the mortals. I assume this form that the mortals and their realm might be shielded from your wrath. I must protect them. Oh wow, my slumber was very deep that I completely passed out. This is like that one time where I got completely drunk and smashed off of Aaron's French onion soup. I think Patty spiked the soup and oh my god, that was a nightmare. Dean awakens from his strange dream. This is what I get for having French onion soup before praying to God. He'll grant us visions. This was the god of French onion soup has granted me extreme knowledge. I must never forget this wisdom. Despite his prayers, neither Dynne's wings nor his halo are restored to him, but his knowledge is abound. But just then, he hears a mysterious voice. Dynne, Celestrian and Guardian, we rejoice at your return to the observatory. That you were able to return without wings or halo. This is surely a sign that fate has chosen you. Dynne, I shall open the way before you. The way is open. This tree shall guide you to the next destination fate would have you visit. Sparkly tree. Precious Dynne, if you see any fruits on said tree, please do not eat the fruits. They are quite poisonous. They will grant you knowledge, but the knowledge has a price, for knowledge is power, and power is never free. I bestow upon you this very potent spell, that you may travel in an instant to any domain that you have heretofore visited. Did you seriously just say heretofore? Yes, I did. I am a celestial angelic voice echoing in your head. Now that you no longer have that vile elf you call Stella echoing in your noggin, I can now grant you insane knowledge. You must stop the absolute, Dynne. You must embrace the worms. The Alaskan bullworm. Have this power, zoom! Oh my god, the voices in my head have given me zoomies. I am now a cat. Dynne, Celestrian and Guardian, Guardian and Celestrian, return once more to the mortal realm. No, please don't, please, voices in my head, please don't make me go down there. I know, I'm asking a lot of you, precious Dynne, but fate, destiny, no, please, I don't want to go back down there. I don't want to go back to, please, voice, please, anything. I will sit at the base of this tree and pray for an eternity. Please don't make me go down there. They're smelly, they're stinky, they don't bathe, there's disease, but they have French onion soup. Fine. I knew the French onion soup would sway you. It always does. Journey aboard the Starflight Express to the lands below. Gather the figs that lie scattered there. Well, what about everyone else? What about every other Celestrian that's down there looking for figs? They're not nearly as cool as you. You really know how to flatter a man, don't you, voice? It's a pride I take in. I take pride in it. Sorry, I stutter. You really are the voice in my head, aren't you? Yes, I stutter as much as you. Do this, Dynne, for all mortal kind, for their salvation. I like that mortal voice in my head way better than Stella. Yggdrasil towers overhead, silent, steadfast, serene. Oh, precious world shrub, please grant me your blessing. I have to go back on the train. Apus Major, I have had several visions and many people have spoken to me. But no, I don't have my wings and halo. I can do... Stop coming closer to me. No? Despite your prayers, Yggdrasil has not restored your Celestrian powers? My sympathies, child. It would seem that you must endure this divested state for some time yet. It's a curse, but I'm willing for the French onion soup. Really? Upon offering your prayers to Yggdrasil, you witnessed a mysterious dream. Ancient recipes for French onion soup. Long has such knowledge been lost to our kind. Please, child, go to the local observatory kitchens and teach our chefs the ways of the French onion. Tell me of this vision, every detail. How long do we cook them for? How much cheese? How fresh does the bread need to be? Is it okay if we use leftover, slightly stale bread? I must know, child. Give me your knowledge. A mysterious dream indeed. It seems that whenever you try and relay the ancient recipes, your tongue gets twisted and tied in your mouth. You cannot relay the knowledge. Are we not worthy? Must we sacrifice our wings and halo as well? Someone get a knife. I will sacrifice myself. One who would destroy the world, and one who would save it. I fear that, unbeknownst to us, a terrible conflict may be brewing. Craft brewing. Maybe some alcohol is the secret to the recipes. It is tragic to have lost your wings and halo, Dynne, but perhaps there is meaning in your misfortune. Yeah, that's something a preacher would totally say to just console something or someone that they don't know how to otherwise console. Oh, your entire life has exploded. Well, perhaps there is meaning in the explosion. Look at the ashes left behind and see if there are any portents in the ash. After all, you are now able to ride the Starflight Express. Has anyone else tried? I feel like anyone else could try. I believe that your dream may have been a message from the Grand Architect himself. Oh, God, Klaus, what have you done now? God, I have to find a Zohar. Oh, figs and Zohars. God, if the voice of the Almighty instructed you to gather figs, then gather figs you will. Make a pie. Figs harbor the power of Yggdrasil. They may indeed hold the key to salvation of the Protectorate and the Observatory alike. Time, Dynne, is of the essence. Go to the local Piccadilly and get fresh thyme. We need this for the recipes. What recipes? French onion soup. Why, that is literally the only recipe we care about. Why would you question that? Go, leave. Go to the local Piccadilly and get the thyme. But Apus Major, I know the time. It's currently 9:32 p.m. on the 1st of the month of the year of our architect Lord, 2024. Bring the figs safely back to us. Our destinies are in your hand. God. The last person who talked me into following my destiny makes me want to go back to the smelly humans. And they're tempting me and bribing me with French onion soup. I've had Celestrian... Well, I haven't had Celestrian soup. I've had Aaron's French onion soup. And they're going to bribe me with divine French onion soup. So I will not forget... If I'm going to accept a bribe, it's going to be the only way, shape, or form I'm going to get my hands on divine French onion soup. So I have to collect... It's like a punch card. And there are only 3 holes to punch. There's the human, the Celestrian, and the divine. I've already had the human. I need to find enough ingredients to make Celestrian French onion soup. And then the divine French onion soup apparently is on the final road of my destiny. Fine, I'll get on the damn train. Oh, no. Not you. Where the flap has old fat guts got to? I was sure I'd find him if we managed to get back here. I have to deal with her elf speak. He must have flown down to the Protectorate when those light beams struck. Am I gonna have to go and hunt the old codger down? Hunt the old codger down? Can I really be bothered to go and look for him? I don't suppose I've got much of a choice if I want my wages. God, as long as I don't have to pay her. I don't have the money for that. Bolts is an expensive acquired taste. Oh, hi, Dynne. Didn't expect to see you here. I am not here willingly. I am at the behest of God. No time for pleasantry, I'm afraid. I've got an annoying errand to run. Gotta go and look for someone as it happens. What's that? You need to get back to the Protectorate too? Unfortunately, yes. Then we can go together. What a turnout for the books. Come on, let's go. Stella joins Dynne. No. Voices in my head, oh almighty voices, please, I will do anything. I will cavort with humans and mortals if I must. I will literally sleep with monsters if it is your decree, but please, please do I have to, must I travel with the pink elf? She's gonna get back in my head, isn't she? Why don't you answer me, please? Not even the gods want to talk to you, Stella. Not even the gods. God, there's one there. It's taken one for the team, but like this is, God, the karma I better get from dealing with you for however long it takes for me to meet my destiny. I better have like such incredible things waiting for me in the future. Oh God, fine. You can get back in my head. Right, let's get this show on the railroad back to the Let's get this show on the railroad back to the mortal realm. I'm going to assume that was a poor pun and not elf speak. God, you're pressing more buttons. Do you even know what you're doing? This old girl is still not running at full steam ahead. Is she going to make it down there in one piece, I wonder? God, please do not crash the train again. I need it in one piece. I need to admire its caboose. Hang on, what's that blue tree thing? If I just plop her down on top of that, we should have a softest landing. Softish. Well, I don't have any better ideas, so unless your brain's waving at you with something amazing, it's my plan or nothing. I don't have wings, so I have no other alternatives. I could just jump down there and hope I land on the tree. The voices probably would save me if I was going to kill myself. I could land in water. That might be a good idea. Would I be able to get down there? I landed in water in the first time. I had an entire waterfall, and I had the wings as a buffer. Could I use a chimera wing? If I stack enough slime drops, could I cushion my fall? I would even settle for landing in a pile of cow manure. Literally any other plan than crashing the train into a tree. No, Stella, I don't have any other plans. Look out, mortals, here we come. That should be the most obscene curse a mortal could ever hear. God, please treat the console nicely. It's a very delicate bit of machinery, Stella. Please treat the caboose with tender love and care. Like, imagine if those wheels were feet. Would you have to buy, like, sandals for them? That would be, like, how much money would you spend? Because, like, imagine if you got, like, 8 shoes, 8 feet per wheel, and you have, like, 6 wheels per carriage, and you have 3 carriages, that's, like, 164 feet. Imagine how much money you'd have to spend on shoes. I don't have enough money for that. Oh, yeah, this is looking good. That must be it. Oh, please be careful, Stella. Please, please, please be careful. Don't crash into the tree. It's a divine tree. I don't want to have to relay to the voices in my celestial head about what happened to the tree. Ladies and gentlemen, or gadies and mouse and mice, we've reached our destination. All change, please. What? I don't pay you for riding on the train. I have a tab with Apus Major. He pays for it. So it looks like we can land only in places with those blue trees in it for the moment. You'll have to flat-foot it from here. If you want to get back aboard the Starflight, I'm sure you'll find a way if you go rooting around at the foot of the tree. I've got an inkling feeling that the building we saw must be Altrade's Abbey. You can change vocations and stuff there. Oh boy, that sounds incredibly useful for future problems. It's always chalk to the block with people, and where there's people, there's bound to be something going on. Not untrue. I'd be willing to agree with you with the statement that where there are people, there are things going on. Right. I'm on a manhunt. Okay. I pity the man you're going after. Oh boy. Whoever you're on a manhunt for, I will pray for their immortal souls. And you're on a fruit hunt, I suppose. Yes, we'll put it on a fruit hunt. Well, yes, that is not an incorrect statement. Let's pray that we both find our prey. Was that another pun? I'll accept your terrible puns over your elf speak any day. Fade to black. Dynne's companions come into view. I am so very glad that they have found their way back. Anyway, welcome one and all to Newid Isle, and I am going to leave you off here because we are done for this episode. On the next episode, we're going to explore this wonderful world, this wonderful island, and this wonderful amount of so many new locations to explore, new enemies to fight, new people to talk to, new shops to buy at. That's kind of why I stopped, or I didn't buy anything from Coffinwell, because another shop is just around the corner. Altrade's Abbey in the next episode. That is going to be quite the interesting location. I am very glad we are finally here because things open up for us now. Oh my god, now that we're here at Altrade's Abbey, or at the very least right outside of Altrade's Abbey, there are things to talk about. But we will talk about those probably in their own episode after this episode at some point in the arbitrary far-flung future. But that's going to be it for this episode. So whether you watched it for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in. I had an absolute blast with this episode. We finally made it back to the observatory. Drop a like for French onion soup and divine voices bribing me with said soup. 30 seconds entire thing. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next episode. Later.